Historic floods on January 22nd are still impacting families to this day. As others move away from this coverage, we are staying in the community to make sure flood victims get the help they need on their path to a full recovery. My co-anchor Jared Aarons is joining us live from Mountain View this morning, and he's been keeping in touch with a family impacted by the floods. Jared, how are they doing now?
Well, for Melissa, signs of recovery are all over this neighborhood in Mountain View, and in some cases, they're right next to each other. This is Jose Garcia's house. I first introduced you to Jose just 2 days after the flood. In fact, we stood right in his driveway here as he was dragging damaged items out and shoveling muck away. He told me then it was like part of his soul was being thrown away with the garbage. Meanwhile, this house next door, completely different story right now. Neighbors tell me this house hasn't been touched at all. In fact, if you look at this red fence, you can see the water line and even some of the debris from the flood still stuck in the cracks of the fence. As part of our promise to follow through, to stay with stories as they evolve, I came back and spoke with Jose last week about his recovery. He told me it took a lot of hard work and a lot of sacrifice to make this house look like the flood never happened at all.
The water level was approximately here. You want to see right around here. It was a little bit over 3 feet.
Jose Garcia doesn't have to look far for a reminder of how far he's come.
And we've been just trying to clean this place up, but it's just, you know, slowly every day or every weekend we take a full day. Like, all right, let's start shoveling stuff.
It was January 24th when I first met Jose. City crews had just started to roll down his street, letting people haul out whatever they couldn't salvage from the flood. He told me then it was like watching memories get erased.
Trying to disconnect myself from all my belongings because some of the stuff that I'm seeing go, it's stuff that I've had for years.
And stuff that was brand new, a new bed, his son's new Christmas toys, and a newly remodeled kitchen, all ruined. Now,
that's how I found my dog.
Pictures show the damage to appliances, the muddy bathroom, his son's Lego scattered across the floor. Other pictures show how high the water got inside his home and in his backyard. 7 months later. Good to see you again.
Hey, likewise.
Place looks great, man.
Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate that.
That backyard looks quite different. You had told me that day all your son's Christmas gifts were basically destroyed.
Yeah.
How do you tell a little boy about that, and how do you go about kind of making that up to him?
We told him what happened, but we didn't let him come here until that Saturday.
Garcia was one of the lucky ones. His mortgage required flood insurance. He also got a little bit of help from FEMA and a loan from the SBA. Still, he says dealing with insurance companies and waiting for checks to clear became a constant hassle as his family tried to put their lives back together.
It was a roller coaster of emotions that whole time.
One of the high points, family and friends who all came to help.
We truly realized, you know, our friends, like how important they are, just because they were there helping us. I talked to my cousin. He has a trailer that he rents out, so he rented his trailer out to us for about 3 months.
They lived in that trailer parked in this backyard while waiting for repairs. Garcia would go into the home to see the progress, at one point seeing walls and floors taken down to the studs, the crawl space visible below. How surreal was it to be like living in a trailer right here, watching your house get worked on for 3 months and just waiting?
It was pretty crazy.
Do you think it helped being here so you could see every step of progression and know that the end is near, it's still moving forward?
Yeah, the demo process usually goes pretty quick, and we saw that.
Garcia and his family moved back into their home in May. But while they're getting back to normal, the neighborhood hasn't. The sound of an ice cream truck interrupted our interview. Garcia told me about the homes that used to have kids, families.
5 kids living in this house, 2 kids living in that house. No, like 6 kids here, 2 kids there.
And now?
Yeah, we don't have any more.
No one came back?
Well, they had to move out. They're renting a completely different site now.
But he also sees signs of hope. like the Lego he found while digging through the backyard, the support he got during the cleanup, and the strength he learned he always had. What'd you learn about yourself and your ability to overcome through all of this?
I'm stronger than I think. You know, we all are. As human beings, we can overcome quite a bit. My wife, she's an amazing person. So, my son, amazing person. So, as I feel like we're a pretty strong family. So that helped us get through this too.
Stories like Jose's show the resilience and the perseverance of a community, and they're awe-inspiring. That is why at ABC 10 News, our promise to you is to follow through, to keep telling these stories as they evolve over time. And it doesn't stop here in Mountain View. Coming up in about 30 minutes, ABC 10 News reporter Danny Miskell will be in Shelltown talking to a woman who is trying to stop a pre-flood problem from re-emerging. Live in Mountain View, Jared Aarons, ABC 10 News. Melissa?
All right, thank you so much, Jared. Yes, so many stories from those communities. We'll be checking in with you then.